Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new to my channel, welcome. My name is Sylvia. I post lifestyle videos twice a week, usually on Wednesdays and Thursdays. So in today's video, I want to talk a little bit about a CC cream that's been around for several years now. And it's the one from IT Cosmetics, the Your Skin But Better CC cream with SPF 50. So I know that most of you, if not all of you, are familiar with this product. You either hate it or you love it, right? Um, to be honest, when I first received this product, I didn't really know what to do with it because it didn't apply like other foundations. So a lot of people have problems with the application of the CC cream, I've noticed. And in this video, I want to talk about different application methods and show you which one works best. So the complaints I've been hearing are either it's not full coverage or it doesn't cover enough. Second, it's not good for oily skins. And third, it looks streaky, it doesn't blend well. So about the full coverage part, I have to say it depends on how you apply it. For me personally, this is pretty full coverage, especially for a CC cream. So I don't think it's light coverage, but you can always go over with a powder foundation, which will also fight the problem you might have if you have oily skin. The second thing about the oily skin is that this product, the CC cream, actually comes for 3 different skin types. This is the one for normal skin. Then there is a version for oily skin, which is more of a matte version, of course. And then there's one for dry skin that has more of an illuminating effect. So I've been testing this for the normal skin. And you can make this work even if you have oily skin. So I think this works for all skin types. You may just have to use a different application method. So in this video, I will show you how to apply it with a beauty sponge. I will show you how to apply it with an artist brush, foundation brush. I will show you how to apply it with a regular foundation brush. And I will show you how to apply it with your bare hands. And you can compare each of these application methods. I will insert some pictures and I will tell you at the end of this video which one I like best and which one works best in my opinion if you have a little bit of oily skin, which I do. I'm on the normal to oily skin side, especially in summer. And I do want to hear your opinions though. If you use this product, let me know down in the comments section how you prefer to apply it, what you'd like to use. If you have any extra tricks and tips for us, if that can help us with the application and make this foundation work for us. Because I do believe it depends heavily on the right application method, which may be different for every person. So if you want to find out about each application method, stay tuned. And I will also put timestamps down in the description box if you want to skip to a particular method. See you soon. So the first way in which I'm going to apply the IT Cosmetics CC cream is with my bare hands. I will first apply a little bit of primer, and I'm going to use this Luminizer primer from Dr. Brand, which I've shown before. I use this just to fill up my pores a little bit and smooth out the surface, so to say. And then I will just use my IT Cosmetics Your Skin But Better CC cream, and I have the gray one, which is the color correcting full coverage cream. It's an anti-aging and hydrating serum with SPF 50 UVA UVB. So this is a neutral medium. I sometimes wear it a little bit darker in the summer. I had neutral tan. So I'm kind of between those two shades. I can get away with this in the winter when I'm not tanned at all, but in the summer it might be a little light, but then the neutral tan was a little bit too dark, I thought. Definitely too dark in the winter. But we'll just see how this works. So I take one pump, just this much, and I just put the dots all over. I'm going to grab a mirror, and I just swipe it across my face. It does have a pretty intense smell to it. So, because I feel like this is a pretty thick formula, so 1 pump is enough in my opinion, at least for me. So first I swipe it on, then it kind of sits on the skin a little bit cakey, so I just use my hand and press it in, and I pat it a little bit. I go down on my neck. And see, if I have any excess, I can always take it off with a tissue. Just very lightly pat it on my skin, just to, okay. Then I will put my concealer on from Bare Skin, the Bare Skin from Bare Minerals. And I apply this with my hands too. So for some of you, the It Cosmetics CC cream may not be enough coverage. I think it's pretty full coverage, especially for a CC cream. So I've never had a problem with the coverage. But if you feel like you need a little more coverage, you can add a powder foundation on top of this, which I will do today. So to me, the It Cosmetics CC cream provides at least a medium coverage. I think it's buildable to medium to full coverage. But I will apply Bare Minerals, the Bare Pro. It's a pressed powder foundation, just to show you what it looks like with an additional powder foundation on top. So I just used a little sponge here that comes with the powder foundation. Yes, it's dirty. I've used it many, many times before. Okay, so it does mattify a little bit. That's what I like about putting a powder foundation on top, because I do have oily skin or neutral to oily skin. I definitely don't have dry skin, especially not in summer. So that's why where some of the complaints about the It Cosmetics cream come from, then it's really difficult to wear for people with oily skin because it slips around, it doesn't stay in place. So it may actually help to put on a powder foundation on top, or at least set it with powder, right? So I will not set it with powder. Instead, I will use a powder foundation on top. And by doing that, I definitely achieve a medium to full coverage here. So I want to show you what it looks like. I will then go ahead and apply some of this. I should have done this first. I like to use this Glotion from Wonder Beauty, which adds a little bit more shine to my cheeks. I just apply this to the high bone of my cheeks. It's kind of like a liquid highlighter, but I normally apply this under my foundation, and I forgot to do that, so I will just apply it now. I think I've shown this before too. It's the Kiss of Sun palette. Yes, it's very dirty, I know. So I'm using this Contour Manly Beach down here. I'm just sculpting out my cheekbones. Go around my forehead, side of my nose. And then I will just this out. We use a little bit of bronzer. I'm using the darker one, the Bondi Beach, to warm up my skin a little bit. Then I will go in with my little fan brush and this highlighter here. It's called Balmoral Beach. Balmoral Beach, it's the one up here. And this is my application for the first day. I will do the rest of my makeup. This is applied with my hands. So as you can see, it wears pretty well. Hi, today the application method is with a sponge, my newly freshly washed sponge. So first I'm gonna apply my primer as usual, the one by Dr. Brand, Pores No More Luminizer Primer. Okay. Then next I'm going to apply my under eye concealer. I'm going to use the Bare Skin from Bare Minerals. Blending this out with my little mini sponge. Let me just use a mirror real quick. That looks pretty good. Next, I'm coming back to the CC cream from IT Cosmetics. And today I'm going to apply that with my sponge. So I usually just use one pump, which is more than enough for me. I feel like this is pretty good coverage, even with one sponge. Yeah, with one pump. So this is how much comes out of the tube. So then I'm gonna just pat it in. I actually like this with applying this with a sponge very much, but we're gonna compare it to the other methods I'm gonna test out for you guys and see which one looks best. Okay. This is pretty shiny, as you can see. Open this window a little more so you can see. That's why I like to mattify it with either a setting powder or just to give it a little bit more coverage. I often use the powder foundation from Bare Minerals, the Bare Pro, and use that as some additional foundation and also as a setting powder. So I'm gonna do this. A little bit more. So this is, I would say this is medium to full coverage. It looks pretty good on the skin. And next I'm gonna just apply my bronzer, contour, blush, and highlighter, whatever I have planned here. Let's find out. So I'm using the palette by Nomad again. So I'm gonna just chisel out my cheekbones a little bit. Side of my nose. Okay, then I will blend it out together with the bronzer. So I go in here and just with the highlighter. Now I'm gonna also put some blush on, and that's it. I'm using the blush from It Cosmetics, the Ombre Radiance Blush. It's not the best brush for blush. So, and this is it. What do you think? I will take a picture and compare it to the applications I'm gonna do next with a brush, with my hands, and with my artist, my flat brush from Artist. See you in my next section. Hi guys, I'm back with another round of testing of the how to best apply the It Cosmetics CC cream. So today we're going to use the brush from Artist that I bought a while ago. I do think it's the number 6. And I'm going to start out as always by applying my primer from Dr. Brandt. Pores No More. Just going to apply that all over my face because I have really big pores. Okay. I will also apply a little bit of this lotion from Wonder Beauty, the Catch the Light. And I usually just apply this to the top of my cheekbones just to give it a little bit of highlight. Definitely want to stay away from the big pores with this. But it just gives a little bit of shimmer. It works like a highlighter. And I usually apply this under my foundation. Just here. There. Okay. Next comes the It Cosmetics cream. Like I've said before, I have it in the shade Neutral Medium, and I just take one pump, which is more than enough for medium to full coverage, at least for me. So I'm not a big fan of foundation brushes because I just feel like the foundation looks really streaky when I use brushes. And this brush here, however, does a much better job blending out the foundation. What I do notice right away is that you do use more product when applying it with a brush. So I just did half of my face, and the foundation that I pumped out of the tube is already gone. So I'm gonna need a second pump. I did not have this problem yesterday when I applied it with the sponge. So let's try the second pump. No. Yeah, that should be enough then. Okay, so for the artist brush, you probably will need a little more than just one pump. And it goes on slightly thicker. I get it all over my hair as usual. But I think it looks actually okay. It does a good job blending it in. Yeah, it's not bad at all. This is what it looks like applied with the foundation brush from Artist. Now, like I did yesterday, instead of setting it with powder, I put a layer of the Bare Pro from Bare Minerals on top of this foundation. This will set it, and it will also give it a little bit more coverage. So it's definitely coming very close to a full coverage foundation with this on top. And I just use this little sponge and swipe it all across my face. I've had this foundation for so long, but I still have not hit pan on it. That's a really long time. Have a look in the close-up mirror. I really do like this application with the artist brush, I have to say. I almost like it better than with the beauty blender or with the beauty sponge. Okay, let me apply the rest of my makeup. Okay. I go in with my highlighting fan brush. Really love this brush. Okay. Last step is the blush from IT Cosmetics, the Ombre Radiance. Okay. This completes the look. How do you think this application worked? I really like it with the artist brush. It's really great coverage. I do like it a lot. It looks pretty smooth. Yeah, I like it. I think this is good. So today I'm going to try to apply the IT Cosmetics CC Cream, Your Skin But Better, with a stippling foundation brush. This is from Makeup Geek. As always, I'm going to start out with my primer from Dr. Brand. Just to prep my skin. Okay. Then I'm gonna take one pump on the back of my hand and apply this, just dot it all over. Gonna blend that in. Yeah, in my opinion, it does not blend in very well with a stippling brush, but that could just be me because I just don't like the application of any foundation in general with any brush. I'm gonna take another pump. So it clearly lays on thicker than if you do it with a sponge or even with your hands. But I feel like it looks cakey and not very natural. Yeah. So in my opinion, this is not ideal. Yeah, it looks streaky. You can see all the brush streaks. So I'm gonna give you a close-up just to show you. So I would take a picture after I've applied the rest of my makeup. So now I'm gonna go over with the Bare Minerals Bare Pro instead of a setting powder. I'm gonna apply this. So this is pretty full coverage, but it does not look good. Yeah. And you will probably be able to see this better in the close-up picture that I'm gonna take later. My cat. Okay. Then I'm gonna, what's next? Concealer, that's right. Oops. Using the one by the Bare Skin by Bare Minerals. Okay. Next, I'm going in with the palette from the Mod that has the contour in it and the bronzer and the highlighter. Okay. Okay. Going in with the highlighter from this palette. And lastly, I will apply my blush. Great. Okay, that's it. I will take pictures and put them next to the pictures from yesterday and the day before. See you later. So now that you've seen the video and hopefully saw all of the different application methods, I can share with you which type I actually like best after looking at my pictures. So I'm kind of shocked to admit that I like the brush application best in the picture. It photographed really well. It looked like a flawless foundation. I mean, I was really surprised because when I put it on, it and I looked at it close up, it looked so streaky and patchy and not natural at all. It's definitely a thicker application method if you use a brush. But in the photo, it looks really, really great. Especially after I put on the foundation powder and the rest of my makeup, it started looking really nicely. I mean, I was really, really surprised. I didn't expect that at all. You heard me complain throughout the entire application how much I hated it, right? But it actually from arm's length, so I took my selfie, of course, it looked great. And I took all of these 4 pictures that you're going to see next in the same location of my house at the same time of the day, trying to have the same pose with the same camera. I used my phone. And so why don't you have a look real quick and let me know down below in the comment section what you think, which one you liked, which one you didn't like. I would love to read your opinions. And I hope you got a little bit of helpful advice out of this video. And I will see you in my next video. Have a wonderful day. Bye.